Welcome to The Grounded Gamer. I am Jay Fonzarelli, and today I come to you amidst the aftermath of such a polarizing E3 2019. Some say it was really good, while others, including myself, say, well, it was one of the worst E3s ever. Now, that's not to say that there weren't any great games shown, because there was. Cyberpunk has me anxiously awaiting that release date of 4/16/2020, while the gameplay we saw of the remake of Final Fantasy VII has me playing through the original all over again in anticipation. But there was also this Respawn game being published by none other than Electronic Arts, they're the devil, that also has me intrigued as well. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a single-player experience that by everything we've seen so far can be summarized in one word: awesome. If you were to take one part Uncharted and two parts Force Unleashed, you'd come out with Fallen Order, a game here that looks, in my opinion, to be very promising. You've got wall running, climbing, force powers, and lightsabers that can indeed kill with just one swing. And it's also being reported that the game itself has a huge skill tree that we can use to make the type of Jedi we want to make, essentially making each Jedi unique and our very own. And speaking of all these options, I'm hearing from many that's got to play this game at this year's E3 that the combat is very satisfying. The words Respawn are using to describe this game are things like thoughtful combat, agile exploration, and an overall Metroidvania design, meaning that there are several planets that each player can jump to at free will. And on each planet, you may find a power that might unlock something else on a different planet, giving you even more of a reason to explore each planet. As for length of the game, that question was asked of Respawn, and this was their answer.
I don't know exactly how long it is right now. It's definitely not a 5-hour experience. As we polish the game more, that time might come down a little bit, just because places where players are getting lost, those types of things, we start to dial those in. But it's going to be a worthwhile, meaty experience.
And while not a definitive answer, we can take solace in knowing that this game is going to be big. With all of this combined, this game can potentially finally make us feel as powerful as those Jedis we've grown up with on the big screen. Now, things aren't perfect in the world of Fallen Order. While the game looks good, there are parts of certain scenes that just give the game a bit of a dated look, in my opinion. This scene, for instance. You'd expect to see more going on or just have a more detailed look within the draw distance here, but instead we have a background here that looks, well, bland. Also, the animations look a bit stiff at times. Now, this may be a minor gripe to some, but I just wish the movement was a bit more fluid, especially coming from a Jedi. Dismemberment is something I wish was more present in the game. It seems only creatures and droids may have their limbs cut off, but humans will remain intact. Apparently, this has something to do with Lucas game policy. But thinking back, and maybe I'm wrong on this, you guys can let me know in the comments below, but I could swear there was a Star Wars game that had come out where you could cut limbs off of humans. Let me know in the comments below if you can remember that game. Now, I do realize this is just a demo and there's still time to polish, but my biggest nitpick of what was shown was the AI. The enemies on screen just seemed, well, dumb. Now again, things like this can be worked out before launch, and as I've already stated, the game looks very promising. And from what Respawn is saying, this game will not be easy. They're actually saying that the game is pretty difficult. Not Souls from Software difficult, but difficult nonetheless. So hopefully that means that the enemy AI is a lot smarter than what was shown on the demo. Respawn has a great track record and is a great development team, and I have full confidence that they'll be able to put out a good product. Let's just hope that EA stays out of the way and lets Respawn do their thing and bring us a great story-driven, single-player, third-person action adventure so many of us have been waiting for. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to view this video and remind you all that if you liked what you've seen and heard here, please consider hitting that like button, as it would help this channel get seen by more gamers out there. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing for more weekly videos. And until next time, try to be the best possible you, be kind to one another, and of course, as usual, game on.